everyone, Karen here from stampingbees.co.nz. Welcome back, a monthly global video hop. Fantastic to see you here again. This week is really exciting and we are doing fancy folds. Certainly something that I don't normally do. I usually am sticking to pretty basic type card folds, but really fun to step out of my comfort zone and try something different. So I do have a card here to share with you. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and to click on the next person's video, which is down in my comments. You will, I'm sure, learn some fantastic new designs. So let's flip over and let's get started. Okay, so fancy folds. I'm going to share with you getting all my words tongue-tied. I'm going to share with you today a relatively simple one, but still one that I think is really cute. I have this sample here. We won't be using this today. We'll be using some other designer series paper in cardstock, etc. But this is a sample that I had using the Well Done suite, which is another suite I love. So this is the belly band, and that is just holding this accordion fold together. So that is what we're going to be making today, a accordion hold, my goodness, an accordion fold card today. So let's get started. I'll pop that to one side. I'm going to be using the Love of Leaves. I love this set. I love the colours that you can bring into it. I'm a real autumn girl, so I've even got an appropriate colour shirt on today, I realised. And I just really wanted to share this particular one with you today. Now this is the designer series paper in beautiful colours, and as I've probably explained more than on many occasions, but it is always really good to see the cardstock or the colours that they've used in the designer series paper, which is written under here. So I have picked some of these colours out from here to use, and some of this paper. So I'll pop that to one side as well. Okay, so we have the base, which I am using Cajun Craze, and this is cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Now I will put all these measurements in the comments or on my blog post that goes with the video. Now in Cajun Craze as well, you cut out this piece that is 4 1/4 by 11 inches. Now I am doing inches today. 4 1/4 by 11, and this is scored at 3, 5 1/2. Now that way, 3, 5 1/2, 8, and 9 1/2. And this is the actual accordion fold. So it's going to be on top of our base like this, and it's going to open out. So we will just use our bone folder and give that a bit of a crease. Okay, so the next thing I've done is I have used some Pool Party here that I'm going to adhere onto. Here is a bit of a matte. I just love these colours together, Cajun Craze and Pool Party. So let's just put a bit of glue on here. And the other matte that I'm going to put on. Now I've used this embossing folder here from the Forever Greenery suite. It's got just these leaves coming up from top and bottom, and I've used this on the brushed copper, which is in the holiday catalogue. It really is gorgeous how that's brushed. You probably can't see it on there, but it has got a lovely brushed look on it. So I'm just going to glue that as well. Or you could use your seal, Stampin' Up seal, whatever you like to use. Okay, so this copper piece is 3 3/4 by 5 1/8, and the Pool Party piece I have made just a small margin of matte underneath, and that is at 3 7/8 and 5 1/4. Okay, there, give that a good rub, and then we will get on to the accordion part. Okay, so we have this part here, Now this is going to be our section with our Very Vanilla. So I've used Very Vanilla here. And I am just going to stamp a wee leaf on the bottom of this in Cajun Craze. Gosh, I'm getting all my letters mixed up this afternoon. And that's just going to go on there. Now that is supposed to be patchy like that. It's the distinctive look with shading, etc. built into the stamp. Okay, so let's glue that on. And I will move that over to there. Okay. So as I said, this is Very Vanilla. I'll pop that there, just leaving a little bit of a margin. So this is 2 1/4 by 4. So everything is 4 inches down, and this is 2 1/4 across. I've got a bit of ink on there, but that's all right. And for the small piece here, this is a 1/2 inch by 4. That in there, just making sure that I get them level. Okay, so now on these two sections here, so the front section, I have got the flip side of that one, which is just some gorgeous stripes, bringing in the Pool Party, the Cajun, and the Cajun Craze. And then I'm going to pop that on the inside as well. So you can use this, I'm using designer series paper, but you could also use the whole thing as a storytelling fold. You could put photos or little sentiments leading up to the main one on the end there. Okay, so I've got these two here as well. So I'm going to pop this one here. And this one on the inside. I do tend to find different folded cards sort of thing, fancy folds, do tend to use different, lots of different bits of cardstock, etc. to create the fold. Okay, so when that is now closed, we get a little hint of each part of that designer series paper. And then we are going to just pop that onto the front of there. So a bit of glue. Put the lid on that. And center that. All right. Now the fun part, well, it's all fun, but we're going to make a belly band to go over it to keep it secure. So that is our card so far. Okay, so let's pop that to one side. So we have the belly band here. So how I like to do mine is I like to just pop my card on my belly band, just so I get exactly where the folds need to be, and not too tight. Obviously you want it to be able to move up and down. Here we go. And make sure. Now I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus, and I'm going to just pop some on here. Just got to turn it around sometimes to get that if I don't flick it off properly. I hope I haven't put too wide now. There we go. And let's take that off. Brilliant. So now I know that's exactly the right size. And I have already pre-embossed white embossed thank you on some DSP from the In Good Taste suite, the beautiful wood grains, etc. And I'm going to use the triple punch. Now this is also in the holiday catalogue. I've marked the sizes. I find it a lot easier to remember when I've written it down here because yes, I'm always forgetting. So I like to feed it in underneath. Now I'm going to pop it in. I'm only going to trim one side. So I just pop it up and make sure that I have it in the middle, which I do, and cut that off. Then, okay, I'll get one of these out. These are just, aren't they? These are really heavy actually. These are little brass acorns and they are quite sturdy. Really love them. And I have pre-cut from the dies that go with the Love of Leaves, 3 different sizes. Now this is really amazing too because you've got the inserts for the die cut, the stitched die cut on the outside. So it really does give you 2 options. I've kept them here to show you. So you can use the reverse image as well as the leaf image that you have cut out. So you have 2 ways that you can use this, and this is actually stitched, which I thought was really great to be able to use that like that. And I am just going to grab a bit of early espresso, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of sponging on these leaves. Not much, just a little bit. And so when you pop both of them through, it gives you the gorgeous pattern of the leaves. So I'm using the 3 colours, the Cajun Craze, Pool Party and Crumb Cake. I will just get my bone folder again. I just want to give these a little bit of a curl, just to add a bit of movement in them. You wouldn't really get a flat leaf unless it's been pressed, I suppose, but there we go. Back to the side. Right, I'll start putting these together. So need to pop that in the middle, don't I? Make sure so that is thank you. Now if I turn this around, I might be able to work it so you actually cover that seam better. Always good if you can cover the seam. So the thank you is out of the stamp set. Yep, that's good. Okay, let's glue that. I'm just going to put a bit of glue in the middle. I'm not going to glue the whole thing. And that there. I could use dimensionals, but because it's a belly band, I won't pop them on today. But normally if I'm layering something like this, I definitely would pop some dimensionals on. Okay. last one. I'm going to bring that up a bit actually, because I'm going to put a bow there. Okay, and glue this down as well. Thank you. And I am using the copper braid that comes in this suite. Now I might chop that down a little bit, just so they're even. There we go. And I'm just going to make a bow. And it doesn't need to be too big. It's quite good doing it on the reel, because then I'm known for actually always overestimating how much I will need and ending up with a lot of wastage. So I try and do it on the reel to hopefully minimize that. Okay, got a bit of a twist there. Right. Okay, now I've got the little acorn. I'm going to use some linen thread. If I can find where to get it out. Yeah, where does it come? Oh no, it just comes out like that. That's good. Okay, don't need too much. And I am going to pop that through there. And then I'm going to pop that through there. And see, I've cut this linen thread and I'm going to have way too much. It's all right. Stay there. Okay. Oops. This is not playing ball for me. Well, it's me. It's definitely not the ribbon's fault. Okay. This time. There we go. And I might just tie another knot actually. To make sure that it's there, and then I will do a bow. It's my nails, you see, they get in the way. Then I'm going to pop this on. There we go. Now all I need is a glue dot. These glue dots, I love them, but oh my goodness, they're not kind to me very often. They get everywhere. Okay. There's an extra one. That is going to go there. And I will trim this. I will leave it a little bit longer though. So this is the belly band with the copper bow and the linen trim bow. And we'll pop that on the card. There we go, and of course we just need to add some embellishments. So I've just got the self-adhesive embellishments here, and I will grab my Come Pick Me tool. So I've selected some blue. Now let me see, I'd like one here, and maybe I'll just do one here. There's quite a lot happening, so I don't want too many. And maybe one up here. And there we have the card, the Fancy Fold card. So I do hope you enjoyed sorry, I really have been a bit tongue-tied in this video. I do hope you give this a go, and I would love to see your creations. And this is the Accordion Fold card.